Hello there, friends. I hope that you are having a great moon day. It's Moon Day, July the 22nd. Like only one more week till my special day rolls around. I have no idea what the special day means anymore. When you are, when you're like of a certain age, it's like, don't know about that birthday thing. It kind of freaks me out in so many ways. But then you have to think, that you are here and some folks are not. So that's a huge blessing. I wanted to show you guys my two new journals today. This is Dancing Elephant. This one is Elephant, and kind of explain to you how these books came together. This fabric is from my friend Sarah, and Sarah called me, it was last summer I believe. Her auntie passed away. Her auntie had a house full of craft supplies, paint, beads, and a lot of fabric. Now her auntie was like a world traveler, so she would bring home this fabric from different places. I do not know if this fabric was is part of Auntie's travels or not, but I absolutely loved it. I walked in the door and it was the first thing I saw, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just got to have this. So big thanks to Miss Sarah for calling me and allowing me to come over and paw through her auntie's things along with some other folks. It was just this huge blessing. These are these journals are just a tiny bit different. The closure on each of them is a bamboo button, and I don't think, y'all, it's real bamboo, but it does look like bamboo, which kind of picks up on the kind of African Indian kind of theme of the front covers of these journals. I also, you guys, I have run slap out, as we say down here in the South, of the beaded braiding that I was using. So I'm going to show you what happened with this. So I had enough to go around the spine of each journal, and then I had to stop right here, y'all. And each journal doesn't have a complete braid on it. I also, when I placed the book on the fabric to cut out the cover and the spine and the back of the book, I didn't want to cut up the elephants. So what I did was I took a piece of burlap and just glued this on here. So you kind of, it really does have a rustic kind of feel to it. So let's go through these really quick. Here, I'll show you this one as well, so you can kind of see, I got to about this far. This is about 14 inches, and I had 22 inches of this braided beading left, and that was like it. So I thought, well, I'm just going to whack it in two and just use it like that. I also used cracked glass beads as well as some wooden beads on these journals. I am sourcing the beaded braiding. I have an email in to Scrap RVA to see if they might have any. When I run out of something like this, I really do love to source locally and thrift stores, Goodwill, that kind of thing. But worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to order some of this, probably do that slow boat from China. Whoa, slow boat from China kind of thing. Hang on. Hold on, we took a big trip there for just a minute. Good gracious. Hang on. Still not quite there. Hold on. There we go. That's a little bit better. So that's kind of where I am with it. I want to source locally, so I'm going to handle that tomorrow. I need to drop off some things to Miss Emily, so there are a lot of cool thrift stores over that way. And there's a Joann Fabric. So, pending nothing secondhand, which is really the way I like to do things, I will be going to Joann's to pick some up. Now, I don't usually go there. Hang on, I'm adjusting the fan. don't usually go there. And I don't really, well, I do know why. It's because it's 15 miles from my house, so I don't usually go there. So let's take a look and see what we have here. These, of course, are just very throwback flow journals. This fabric has a little bit of a ravel to it. You saw me clip a little bit off. I think before I send it to you guys, I am going to kind of seal it with probably just some Mod Podge. You know, just stick some Mod Podge right down there to keep things from raveling too far. But I love the raveled look. I think it looks super, super neat. The first thing that we're going to start off with is these have 4 signatures. The signatures are packed full of things for you to play with. We've got vintage cards right here. And I think this is one of those vintage cards that it just has a signature right here, so there's no like extensive note. Some of these cards have like petite letters, you know, inside the card, which is very, very interesting. This is Paul McCartney, and he is a metallic, magnetic figure here. We have art trading cards. This is a really sweet little note. Harriet. I don't know what that says. It says Grand Marshal. So I don't know if Miss Harriet was a Grand Marshal, but it says best wishes, and that script is just amazing to me. It's really beautiful. So you've got a super vintage, 2 very super vintage pieces to start you off here. We have an a little iron-on patch with some monkeys. This is so super cool. Somebody sent me some napkins that had this kind of Indian-ish pattern on it. It's very much like tissue paper. There's a guest check in here. There's holographic butterflies. We've got vintage text pages for you. A little fold out that is chock full of fun things for, you know, the smaller items for you to play with. This is 1927. I believe one of these kids is Holton. And so you guys got lots of things to play with here. There's an encyclopedia imagery. This is from Colleen Moore's book about her dollhouses. Very interesting. Paper, writing paper. Things like this you guys can pull out and just make cards out of. A little bit of planner ephemera right here. We've got 16, is that right? 12 hairy paper clips up here for you. Sometimes there are more than that. Sometimes I sit downstairs and I make a whole lot of them. So I'll just kind of stick them in randomly. This is some bunting that features elephants. A piece that features a brad right here. Another napkin for you to play with. A few little whimsy stickers. This is a vintage postcard from the Wild Thornberries. My friend used to work in publishing, well, not publishing, she was a writer. And she sends me these amazing, you know, advertising postcards that she got in the mail. Another little, 2 little baby, vintage baby things for baby announcements. Look at this one. This one kind of slides in here. This is plastic. And the baby slides in here. You can see the stork, and the little baby is flying along with the stork. You pull this out, and it is just beautiful. Greetings to the little man. Glad everything came along well. And this is from John and Esther. So we can tuck that right back in there. I believe this is from the Harry Nielsen ephemera collection that I have had for a few, well, I guess I've had it for maybe a year and a half. I don't have a lot of that left now. It was an amazing collection of, I mean, these people kept every single card they had ever received their whole lives. A little bit of sticky notes. I appreciate you for staying awake. I like that a whole lot. A little packet of things for you to play with. You might have buttons, stickers, petite tags and things like that. We've got fabric elements in here, more stickers right here. A skeleton, a flower. This is another super vintage piece back here. I'll just pull that out and show it to you. It says on graduation day, and it says Mrs. FQ, maybe Thorngrove, Thorview. I can't read the writing on there. So, and there's another vintage greeting card right here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see that? Sorry. There we go. I'm trying to keep this in frame, and I'm trying to take advantage of the fan at the same time. Another yellow submarine magnetic piece. We've got some beautiful, sweet, sparkly stickers right here for you. There's a tarot card right here. Now, you know, if you aren't into tarot, then just flip it over and use it for something else. You can always transform whatever's in here. This is an illustration from a 1970 Reader's Digest. More of the Colleen Moore. Colleen Moore collected, she built dollhouses, and I don't remember exactly where her collection is at the moment, but Google Colleen Moore. She was an actress, and was not an actress she was an actress for a short amount of time, and then she kind of dropped out from public life and kind of devoted herself to building these exquisite dollhouses. And the whole story of Colleen Moore is very, very interesting. So we've got stickers here. We've got a little bit of sewing ephemera for you guys. More fabric. Encyclopedia. I love encyclopedia pages. I think they're so interesting. And when I put these books together, I want them to be interesting to you guys. I want them to be interesting to read and explore. I don't want to just put stuff in here that doesn't mean a darn thing. I really do love to kind of chalk you up on you know, anything that you can pull out and read. I just think it's very interesting. So readability is good. We've got a very vintage Mary Kate and Ashley postcard right here for you guys. This says Sweet Ride, and it features bicycles. These books are $40, and they will go in the shop today. Let's go over, now that was Elephant. This is Dancing Elephant. I just love him. He's so jovial and so happy. So let's take a look at this. Best wishes to Mother and Dad. And you'll notice, you guys, I've whitewashed these on the inside. You know, typically I would have enough fabric to kind of fold over and then put like a book plate or something right here. But this fabric, like I said, I'm being super precious with it because there's not much of it, and I absolutely adore it. I wanted to get the most mileage out of it that I possibly can. This says the very best of wishes to you and baby too. Has a really cool letter on the back. These are not photocopied, my friends. These are actual pieces from the 1940s. I have a little experimental piece right here of my my embossed, I think I did these for Halloween last year. So it is an embossed piece that I thought was really interesting, and it fit well in this pocket, so it went in there. Napkins, postcards, little stickers, another vintage card, and another fold out right here with some things to play with. Vintage Reader's Digest, 1970. Fabric items for you to play with. Small pieces of paper, big pieces of paper. You could take this journal and just make cards with it. I think that I'd like to develop something like that maybe for Christmas. You know, like make a Christmas themed book like this, and where folks could use it to make cards. I think that would be kind of fun. That would be kind of cool. A DIY card crafters flow journal. Oh, you've got some stickers here. You've got a map item here. A cheery greeting for you. Another vintage card. A napkin. Some things back here for you to play with. Dictionary, encyclopedia piece. I love this picture of the doggy and the sweet little kitty cat. Isn't he sweet? Look at the kitty cat there. I'm going to go down and see my kitty cats, not this weekend, but next weekend. They are, oh my gosh. My friends bought home a a very nice piece from their trip to Canada. And it was a glass piece, and I was like, ugh. She showed it to me, and I was like, don't put that on the mantle. She was like, oh my gosh, right, because we don't like anything on the mantle. Kitty cats don't like anything on the mantle. It just goes pop, 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 pop. Straight in the floor, straight in the floor. It's so funny. They're so like boy teenagers. So cute. We got some tags for you to play with right here. We got, these are vintage stickers. This is a black bear from the National Wildlife Federation. 1954 is the date on that. I've got a Rolodex card right here for you to play with. I think this is funny. This is, again, from my friend that is the writer. And the daddy, the baby's crying, and the daddy is dipping his pacifier in onion dip, Lipton onion dip. That's so funny. Hope daddy and baby are doing fine. Another vintage card right here. I love this one because it kind of pops out, and the baby is like, the daddy is kind of juggling the baby. So that it's actually like moves right here, which is incredible when you think about how old this is. I mean, this is probably 1940. So sweet. OMG, officially mindless garbage. Colleen Moore. Beautiful papers. Guest check. More of the elephants right there, and I thought that went really cool with the map. The map scrapbook paper that the pocket is made from. We've got tags, we've got fabric, got stickers right here for you. This is 1885 ledger right there. More of the encyclopedia page. Colleen Moore. Aquitaine. Eleanor of Aquitaine. She was married to Henry. Oh, Henry the Third and Eleanor of Aquitaine. Can't remember. And another little pocket right here in the back for you guys to have fun with. I'll show you the spine on this one as well. Glass beads, wooden beads. It's just a sweet little spine. So like I said, these will go in the store a little bit later on today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look at these journals. I'm sorry we got in really close. There we go. That's a little bit better. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much for supporting me at my Etsy store. I am just overwhelmed. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to y'all soon. Take care. Bye.